Well, well, well. Looks like PewDiePie has finally taken his first steps towards growing up and becoming a man. Imagine my shock. But I guess it's like they say. You can take the man-child out of the basement, but you can't take the basement out of the man-child. I don't know what that means, but people say it to me a lot, so yeah. Anyway, I just want to address the elephant in the room right away here. Yes, I was invited to the honeymoon to be the designated bull. We all know this. We know the bit by now. It's kind of played out. But at this point, I've committed to it. It's a fan favorite, so I have to bring it up. Yes, we did freaky stuff. Can't talk about it on YouTube without getting banned, so I'll just say this and put all those rumors to rest. Me, PewDiePie, and Marzia got it on! Woo-wee! Yeah. Remember that? From, Billy Madison? The bus driver was an unstable child abuser? Man, that was funny. But, yeah. I'm a part of this whole thing. I am planning to be an integral part of PewDiePie and Marzia's relationship going forward. I'm just the linchpin here that holds the whole thing together, you know? PewDiePie takes the trip out to the old gamer shed there, makes his little videos. Yeah, he's got a real successful little career going for himself there. That's real nice. You know, if you'll excuse us, me and Marzia have got some real business to attend to. And if you hear screaming, well, actually that's just me. I always scream at the top of my lungs while copulating. You see, I have a fear of intimacy. I am literally afraid of human contact, the same way that most people are afraid of ghosts or werewolves. So I scream like I'm in a horror movie every time I see a naked woman. Not ideal, but I still manage to get the job done. Marzia gets the big O, thanks me with a handshake and a smoke, and I'm out the door before sundown. It's all business. It's all comped. Shrimp style, baby. And going forward, I've decided what my official role in this relationship will be. I won't just be the bull. Oh no. I've come up with something even better than that. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to lift PewDiePie up, you know, not tear him down. I want to build up his confidence, teach him how to make love to his own wife, so that way he won't need me in the future. This is going to be full-on, tantric, monkey jungle love here. I'm talking freaky, freaky, freaky stuff. Just full-on Burning Man type environment, you know? Hippie drum circles in the corner. People coming in and out. Guys, girls, whatever. And when you got that type of freewheeling, Bob Dylan crack house love shack, Bernie Sanders rape cabin, whatever you want to call it. When you got something like that going on, you need someone there to keep order. And that's why going forward, I will be the official enforcer for this relationship. These two crazy kids are in love, you know. They're a young, hung couple. A couple of crazy kids just trying to carve out a place in this world, you know. They need an enforcer to keep things moving along in a smooth and orderly fashion. Hulk Hogan and Mr. Nanny, Vin Diesel and the pacifier. It's always a high caliber laugh situation when the tough guy muscle man has to settle down and be the enforcer in a family friendly setting. Triple H and the chaperone? Well, not so much in that one, but you know, it's all comped at the end of the day. It's not required, it's not necessary, but you really can't go wrong throwing a muscle-bound ex-felon, former tough guy, 90s action star, whatever, you know. Just put him smack dab in the middle of a family comedy romp and watch the laughs roll in. Fact is, these two crazy, crazy kids just need a muscle man, you know, lurking around in the background, just enforcing the whole thing from the shadows. A Vin Diesel type character, lurking around in the shadows, hiding in closets, peeping in the windows, whatever. Europe's getting dangerous out there, you know. You might have a roving gang of Caucasian street criminals. Give me your wallet or the girl gets it. Then I step out from the shadows with my arms crossed, you know, shaking my head. Just like this. Then the Caucasian street gangs are just like, oh crap, Vin Diesel? You got Dwayne, The Rock, Johnson enforcing this whole thing? I'm sorry, sirs and madams. Be on your way. And I'm going to be there to enforce the wedding vows, too. Believe that. When the going gets tough, when they fight, I will be the mediator. When they need to shake things up in their love life, I'll stand guard outside while they get their freak on in the handicapped stall of the women's bathroom at Walmart. When we have our first baby, I will administer the human milking machine to Marzia myself. I will milk Marzia to harvest her nutrients to sustain the fruit of our loins. And if she ever runs out of milk, I will take the estrogen pills until I am able to lactate, and I will feed our family with my own man milk. There are actually documented cases of male lactation, so it's possible. Just look it up if you don't believe me. Yeah. And if PewDiePie ever dies in a mysterious accident, I'll step up and take over his YouTube channel. Step up to the plate. Man up, you know. Just man up and marry Marzia myself. I don't know. Could happen. Anything could happen. PewDiePie could fall down those stairs one day, and nobody would even be suspicious. Yep. Okay. Now that we got the X-rated laughs out of the way for this episode, let's just bring things back down to about a PG-13. Just throw out a couple Marvel-type quips in here that I wrote down earlier, you know? Yeah. So, yeah, I really wanted to do this at the wedding for my best man speech, but PewDiePie didn't make me the best man, unfortunately. Actually, I wasn't even invited to the wedding. Actually, security was given photocopied pictures of me and told to shoot me on sight if spotted on the premises. Little extreme there, but honestly, I would have ruined the wedding if given the chance, so fair play on that one. Anyway, here's some of the best man speech that I prepared. Hang on. So hey everyone, we got the happy couple here, PewDiePie and Marzia. Yeah, you're actually getting married in this day and age? Wow, really? The old ball and chain, as they say? Am I right, folks? Pause for laughs. Yeah, just like a chain chomp from Mario Brothers. Like Marzia's the chain chomp in the first level of Mario 64, guarding the star in the cage. But in this scenario, the star is a metaphor for all the gay stuff PewDiePie actually wants to do. Yeah, sorry folks, this isn't a Judd Apatow movie. So, I'm not trying to denigrate the homosexual population here for laughs. Just a quick gay joke and we apologize and move on. Yeah. You're not going to find posters for my movies about kids doing drugs and playing with BDSM gear photoshopped into leaked FBI pictures of fugitive sex traffickers. That's totally normal. We all believe the official story. PewDiePie told me all this himself, you know. My mom actually made me sit down and watch John Oliver and Stephen Colbert and taught me about how to be funny in an appropriate way. Now, I am de-radicalized from PewDiePie's grasp, and I understand the difference between punching up versus punching down when it comes to getting the laughs. You know, the way rich liberal comedians reading scripts for billion-dollar media corporations punch up by making fun of working-class conservatives. When Taylor Swift made that music video portraying all Southerners as Klansmen who hunt and kill homosexuals, now that was one of the best girl power moments of the millennium. Now, I am completely de-radicalized from PewDiePie's content, and I worship the latest new celebrity and do whatever he or she tells me. I basically become one of the Borg. You just plug my head into the Netflix cube and disable parts of my brain with magnets. And I find Trevor Noah funny and insightful. Yeah, Epstein, I just look at the photos of Epstein's suicide, and I'm just like a Westworld robot. That doesn't look like anything to me. But yeah, kind of a dark wedding speech here. Kind of went off on a tangent there, but I think everyone gets the gist of it. Are we all laughing now? Are we having fun? Don't eat any of the cake, by the way. I was recording myself licking it earlier to post on Facebook for social media clout. I also licked the ice cream and spit in the punch. If security would like to come up and put me in cuffs and escort me out now, I'm ready to go. That's typically how I prefer to leave any public event, so don't hesitate to put me down. Thank you. Oh, and P.S., one more thing. Okay, so I'm not actually going to say this myself, but at this point, I would motion for the plant that I hid in the crowd to stand up and start yelling the N-word to get PewDiePie in trouble with BuzzFeed again. And the speech would end like that, with me getting arrested and possibly getting gunned down by security. But yeah. So that's my wedding speech I planned there. Figured I'd use my platform as best man to throw in some of my Epstein social commentary there. Get everyone scratching their heads, you know. Just get everyone out there saying, yeah, this guy gets it, you know. He really gets to the core of the issues and exposes the truth. Thought maybe one of the bridesmaids. Yeah, one of the bridesmaids would be impressed and want to copulate with me later. And I could just, I don't know, just go scream in the bathroom later or whatever while PewDiePie stands guard. But yeah, I've really got to wrap this episode up for now. Got to go to the de-radicalization class my mom is forcing me to attend ever since I became a fan of PewDiePie. I have to watch and learn to laugh at corporate-approved comedians making fun of Ronald Blump's tiny hands until I learn to become a proper member of society. PewDiePie's edgy humor turned me into a anime Nazi Hitler incel, and I have to get re-brainwashed now. It's really annoying. My mom is making me do it. I wasn't even joking about that. I mean, I don't even understand what I'm watching half the time in these classes, you know? It's like a Simpsons episode, but there's no Homer, or Bart, or Lisa. It's just politicians that look like Simpsons characters, and Blump Simpson has tiny hands. And if I don't laugh at it, I get an electrical shock to my testicles. And then Matt Groening himself comes in, and I have to massage his dirty feet for autographed napkin sketches of Krusty the Clown. It's a really weird class, but yeah. It's about it for this video. PewDiePie got married. Good news is 50% of all marriages end in divorce, so there's still a really good chance that he'll die alone and unhappy someday. Just like me. We still have some hope. If I don't get to be happy, nobody does. Nobody! Especially PewDiePie. Screw that guy, honestly. He gets to play video games for a living and make love to an Italian supermodel, while I have to slave away at Costco for barely minimum wage. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Usually Dwayne Johnson movies have happy endings. Vin Diesel usually gets the girl in the end. I've always seen myself as the modern day Dwayne Johnson. But here I am, the end of my own movie. Broke, alone, and losing more and more muscle mass every single day. Explain that one, Hollywood. Yeah. Can one of you Hollywood producers out there unplug yourself from the blood bag for just 5 minutes and come explain why you lied to me? I demand to speak to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson right now! I don't care which MK Ultra zombie clone I have to talk to. Wheel one out of here. Explain this thing to me. Get me the Kanye West clone and the mega hat. Yeah. Someone go get the discarded celebrity organ harvesting plant and fish the Republican Taylor Swift with 2 freckles on her left shoulder out of the Matrix pod and explain this whole thing to me. I'm going to need to speak with sane Gary Busey. Could someone get me a Alpha 1.0 patch working Gary Busey model to come explain this whole dang thing to me? Because apparently I was lied to. Big fat lunkheads like Jonah Hill, they don't get the girl at the end of the movie, you know? They get fat shamed on national television by French weather women. And Michael Cera? Oh my god. If I find out Michael Cera was on the Lolita Express, I'll never be able to watch Arrested Development ever again. That show is so freaking funny. Don't ruin that one for me, please. Please! But yeah. That's about it. I'm running out of nonsense to say here. Well, just kidding. I could literally do this for 2 hours straight. That is all I do all day. I sit here and talk to myself, you know. I don't have any friends. I don't have any hobbies. Or I just sit in the dark and stare at the wall like a powered down cyborg. I could literally just sit here and say nonsense from sunup to sundown. Hello? 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 Echoes? But yeah, shout out to some of my patrons. Rarity Advocate, Jeremy, Sand, Nira, Gabe Shearmeister, Spectre Luna, Jozo Avarovich, and A. James Burns. That's about it now. So, bye. Bye, Felicia. Yeah.